Christmas Tree Lane in Altadena, California, is the oldest continually running Christmas display on the National Register of Historic Places. The story of Christmas Tree Lane began in 1883 when Altadena founder John Woodbury first purchased deodar seeds from the U.S. government. His interest in the trees may have stemmed from seeing them in Italy. It turned out the deodar tree, native to the Himalayas, was a good match for the dry Southern California climate. Woodbury gave 150 seeds to his brother to grow on the family ranch. 2 years later, they were transplanted to line the driveway of Woodbury's estate by Thomas Hoag, the lane's first foreman. The mansion was never built, but the deodar legacy was planted, and it flourished for over a century that followed. 35 years later, in 1920, the Woodbury's driveway had become Santa Rosa Avenue, and the ranch had become suburban Altadena. The fragile seedlings matured into robust cedar trees. Their conical shape and low-slung branches inspired Pasadena merchant Fred Nash to transform the Himalayan conifers into festive Christmas trees. With help from the Pasadena Kiwanis Club, the first quarter-mile section of the road came alive in vibrant color that Christmas, and an annual holiday tradition was born. Hoag was there too, and saw his dream become reality. Over the next few years, the lighting expanded until the entire row of trees, 150 in all, were illuminated. At first, pedestrians would leisurely stroll the lighted street, but with the advent of the automobile, it became a sight to behold from a slowly moving car. In 1927, the Altadena Kiwanis Club began taking less fortunate children for rides along what they joyfully called Christmas Tree Street. In those days, it was estimated that more than 50,000 automobiles traveled the avenue during the holidays. The lane was featured on colorized postcards in the 1940s with the caption, "Christmas Tree Lane." It's believed the postcards are how the street picked up the name it still bears to this day. Since 1956, the tradition has been kept alive by the Christmas Tree Lane Association, a nonprofit group of volunteers that has preserved the lane. Volunteers put up the lights between September and November, then take them down from February to April. In the spring and fall, volunteers rebuild the lines, replace bulbs, and clear the brush growing under the trees. Despite financial hardships in the 1980s, the lane kept on shining bright every year, and in 1990 it was added to the National Register of Historic Places. Christmas Tree Lane earned its place in history for combining the electric light bulb with the automobile to create the first experience of its kind. With utility deregulation in 2000 and an end to donated electricity, the lane again faced a crisis, this time because its outdated power grid was deemed unsafe. At the 11th hour, LA County saved the doomed lane by installing a new electrical grid. From then on, the Lane Association would have to shoulder annual electricity costs on its own. In recent years, the lane has been updated to all LED lights, which has saved on electricity considerably. Christmas Tree Lane continues to attract more and more visitors each year as a testament to classical holiday lighting. With the expansion of Altadena's Winter Festival and increased neighborhood participation, the lane's future looks bright. In 2020, Christmas Tree Lane celebrated 100 years of sharing holiday cheer, community spirit, and a passion for the magic of the lane. Happy 100th birthday, Christmas Tree Lane, and Merry Christmas!